Hello Fanatics! With our review of Mission Impossible Fallout coming out, we decided to rank the films in the Mission Impossible franchise. We do know that this list will be subjective and our list might not be the same as yours, so let us know in the comments what your list would be. And as with any of these lists, I'll try and be as spoiler-free as possible. Let's get started. Starting off at number 6, we have Mission Impossible 2, which I consider the worst and least rewatchable of the entire franchise. I barely remember the plot from it. There's no memorable action sequences. Most of the main characters that we love aside from Ethan Hunt are not in that film, and it felt like a step down from the original. At number 5, we have Mission Impossible 3. This one is certainly a step up from its predecessor, and it brings in a big name for its villain in the form of Phillips Seymour Hoffman. However, it isn't a bad film by any means, it's just not as good as the other ones on this list. It is rewatchable and there are some iconic moments in it, but again, doesn't have as many of the characters that we've come to love in it, and it's a good film, it's just not great. Coming in at number 4, we have a surprising one at Mission Impossible. Yes, the original is at number 4, and I'm gonna explain a little bit why. It's because when you watch Mission Impossible, yes, it's the thing that started this film franchise, and you have the first instance where Tom Cruise plays Ethan Hunt. But aside from the iconic scenes in it that everyone remembers and attributes to Mission Impossible, not to mention that there's a lot of pieces in this script that are a bit outdated that have been done better in the newer installments. At number 3, we have Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. In case you don't know the number of that one, that's Mission Impossible 5. Now the reason this one is here is, although Christopher McQuarrie has now 2 films at this point under his belt in terms of writing these characters, and he's gotten a feel for how they act and react to things, this film only has a few moments here and there, but the script is very forgettable. I had to go and rewatch it to remember what anything was that happened in this film. I kept thinking that it was all just Ghost Protocol lumped into one film, but really it's a bunch of things that happen in this one that I completely forgot about. Aside from the plane scene at the beginning, there's not really any huge action sequences, and for that reason, it fits here on this list. Coming in at number 2, we have Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. This one is the one that reinvented the franchise after the disappointing 2 and 3. It's when Christopher McQuarrie and Brad Bird took over and brought this to new heights both figuratively and literally as Tom Cruise scales the tallest building in the world. That scene, among others, are many iconic ones in this film, and I found that there was a lot more emotion behind the characters, there's a lot more charisma, and together it just came into this giant heaping pile of action that just hits you in the face and makes you want to watch it over and over again. And our number 1 is the newest addition to the franchise, Mission Impossible Fallout. A lot of people might put Ghost Protocol here, but I'm saying that Fallout nudges it a little bit more because, to be quite honest, it is a thrill ride. I mean, from the moment you sit down, and those 2.5 hours, they don't go by as slow as you think, but at the same time, you wish that there was more film there. They go mission, 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 and all you want is just one more. Between the emotional journeys that these characters go on, the charisma of these characters, and all of the action, there's so many chase sequences in this film that any other film would be lucky to have one, and yet this one has so many, you could probably count them on 2 hands. It's absolutely awe-inspiring from the set pieces and the action all together, and it just continues to show that the Mission Impossible franchise is only getting better. And there you have it. There's our ranking of the Mission Impossible franchise. What did you think of our list? Agree? Disagree? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching. If you liked this video and you want to see more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check out our latest If You Liked video where we recommend movies similar to the film Mission Impossible Fallout. Don't forget to follow us on our social media, and until next time, Fanatics, keep it real.